Action!
Guys, we don't have a song this week.
No song this week. A bit lackluster this week.
No song this week because you've got to get down to business.
All right. Got to get down in the underground.
Got to get down to business because what is it this week? It's a double header.
It's a double header. Game
Double
week
header.
7 and 8. Header, echo. Right, so.
Game week 7 and 8.
Game week 7 and 8.
Welcome back, guys. Did you miss us?
First and foremost, we want to apologise that we was not able to give you an episode last week because right, hang on. I was absolutely unwell.
Okay, and when I was unwell, I managed to get my ass down to record.
No, I was deceased.
So was that you told the people that I was deceased? That's what you told them. Go back to the start of last week's episode, guys, and you'll hear Jade say Leah is absolutely deceased.
Well, I take it back because whatever you had, you clearly gave to me because I was
to you, bro.
I was at death's door, mate.
Jade
honestly.
just got a weak immune system. Anywho,
I've had a week of it, but here we
back.
are. What's happening?
Yeah, right.
What's happening? You okay? Right. It's week 7 and 8.
We're starting with week 7. Week 7 either had bangers or flops. No in between.
Week 7 was the most high tempo and lackluster. There was no in between. It was either boring snores to the highest extent or it was festive live-o.
Because if we're going to talk boring snores, let's talk about our game because our game was dead.
I'm not even mentioning that game, boring snores.
No, but however, we were very scared. 12:30 Palace at Palace.
Right, so when we said, so people think I'm exaggerating, well, we're exaggerating when we say this. Few episodes back we said, every time Liverpool play Crystal Palace, someone please investigate it. It has to be an agenda.
12:30.
It's always at 12:30.
And 12:30 is just not good for us. It's not
so
good
I saw
for
that,
our
I thought, here we are. Look at this now. This is going to be Nottingham Forest all over again.
Oh, fuck. But it wasn't. We scored very early doors.
Early doors.
That was it. Next. Sorry, Liverpool. You get nothing.
You get nothing from me today.
You get nothing from me today. Don't make me call
Portia. Name that reference. Right, okay. So let's get into what ones that actually have some talking points. You don't want to bore your socks off. Arsenal, Southampton. Go on then.
Well, Southampton came in with a little dancey dance, a little song and dance. Thought they was going to come and, cause an upset at the Emirates. But do you know how long that lead lasted? 3 minutes.
And I think that sums up Southampton this season. Right?
Useless.
Because Southampton are currently sitting for me in the leagues of the Burnley, the Sheffield United, and we're now getting Southampton in terms of you've come up from the Championship and you're really proving to us that you actually want to be relegated by March.
They're so bad.
The defensive work, if you can even call it work, because there's no work.
How can you have 1 point in 7 games?
Ask Wolves, they'll know all about it. But we'll get there.
Not too much now.
Not too much now. But come on, Southampton. Come on. And do you know what it is? Yeah, you see teams like Southampton, seems like, well, you see, it's almost like they give you false hope. Because you see they go 1-0 up, you think, oh.
Yeah, they're like, all dance.
And they're like, yeah, no. Tricked you. No.
Even, also, Southampton, that's how you know Southampton was poor, yeah? Partey was playing at right back.
I have to laugh. I can't even laugh. My chest hurts. Partey at right back. Okay, so that is a sentence in itself. I don't want to even have to say it again because that shouldn't be allowed.
Partey at right back.
Nasty work.
Really scary.
Cut it out.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, sir. No, thank you.
But there wasn't really much to say in that game. Just standard job. Arsenal did the job.
Arsenal scored 3 goals in 20 minutes.
3 goals in 20 minutes.
You are useless.
What can you say? I can't even dismantle that because the defending is so abysmal. I don't have the analysis.
I didn't even expect Arsenal to concede. To be honest. I mean, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You're right. Neither did I. That should have. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be fuming that I haven't walked away with a clean sheet.
Words.
If anything, but they're probably happy. 3 points on the scoreboard. What can you say?
Rambo's definitely feeling very frosty.
Oh, did you see the little reception? Rambo had a few tears.
Bless. Well, because I'd have nothing but resentment for those shit asses.
No, do you know what though? I see it from both sides. Now that I've seen the form that Raya's come with.
No, yeah, I see it.
Let's be honest, Rambo can't lace Raya's boots.
No, but I just feel like they could have dealt with him better.
But they didn't need to keep him on the bench for them. They could have sent him out on loan.
Exactly. That's what I mean. They could have
leaving him there to rot on the bench.
They could have dealt with him better.
But I get why it was emotional. It was cute though. It's nice to see the Arsenal fans give him a nice reception.
Rambo. You know, the Arsenal fans aren't all shit for brains.
Well, there we go.
Well, she says that now.
Don't get me started. Don't worry, I'm coming for them.
They're coming for their neck.
Oh, because I'm starting by saying now, but we'll get on to week 8. I'm not happy with Arsenal and their fans whatsoever.
I'm not happy with the fans.
That's all I'm going to say for now.
The player.
Stay tuned to hear more because you think Man U's got smokes. So listen,
they got the same.
Cut the cameras.
Dead ass.
Right, over to my boys.
Well, down in the TW.
In the G2
US.
So I was a bit disappointed because it took us 2 minutes to score this time. It wasn't quite...
We were in money.
We was in money. Yeah, we was.
Yeah, that's why I got sick because I was a bit too close to Old Trafford.
We was in Manchester.
And we was by the Etihad. Our hotel was by the Etihad. And then where we were, our event was
right by the Traff. I said, ugh, disgusting.
Past their pathogens on the
it's filth.
It's feral.
Right. But then at the same time, we're back to that whole 5 minutes of play literally just sums up Brentford. Literally. Score early doors and then concede about 2 minutes later because then Wolves then score within 4 minutes.
Unserious.
Just start by saying this game was 4-2 at half time.
Yeah, just be so for real.
Do you know why I'm a wicked girl as well? I said when I was looking at the fixtures of because basically, obviously with Brentford, I've got a lineup for the week. For the season roughly. I'll usually plan out what games I'm going to, and I thought
we plan.
I'm not in a rush. I'm not going Wolves. I said, I'm not going Wolves at home. I can sit that one out.
Yeah, well, that
little did I know
was before we seen Wolves get big beaten, 6 put behind them already.
But even then, I thought, Wolves is like. I wasn't bursting at the seams to see Wolves at home.
Word.
Well, I was proved wrong.
Very wrong.
Festive.
It's like every time I turned the phone on, it was just
I was like, every minute.
God, guys,
the Bet365 couldn't keep up with the BBC Sport, couldn't keep up with the PL app. It was all going on.
The fantasy was dark.
The phone was on the ropes.
It's too much.
Right, so what we got to say? And Mbeumo's on the score sheet again.
Oh,
fantasy is cooking. Let me tell you, Brian
Mbeumo
is doing some great stuff.
He's doing some serious stuff.
And I'm proud of the boy.
We say it every week, but every week he's doing magic.
You know who else on the score sheet today? Carvalhali's. Oh,
well, it's about time, Carvalhali, because you had some really piss poor performances.
Yeah, Carvalhali's had some stinkers.
That's why you had to get sent out of Liverpool. I'm so sorry, Carvalhali.
But do you know what? I do love
Carvalhali. I do love Carvalhali. However, you can't perform like that for Liverpool. I'm so sorry. No. If he was performing like that for my club, I'd have to be screaming Carval's out.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Carval's.
You'd be in big trouble, Carval's. But big game, interesting. But okay, so let's break down Brentford's defending because obviously there is a problem here going forward. So I'm saying this because yes, they've won 5-2, which is good, but there is clearly 5-3. Sorry, there's clearly an underlying problem with Brentford's defending
because we've seen Brentford score. What is this? The 4th time in
goal scoring is not a problem for Brentford.
You cannot hold on to a lead,
but they can't hold the lead. So that's almost as bad as not being able to score. Because you're cancelling out all your hard work.
This game went 2-2 at 26 minutes. And then, Brentford did score again at 28, but that's not the point. Like, why is it back to 2-2, babes?
Can't hold a lead to save their life. To Wolves.
Please.
To anyone. Brentford can't hold a lead.
No, but at least make it be a good team.
But as I've said from before, I want to judge Brentford's backline when I've got a starting backline.
Where is Ben Mee?
Because right now...
I'm about to put out the missing posters for Ben Mee because I'm really scared.
Oh, forget Ben Mee. They need to go find Rico first before we find Ben Mee.
They need to go find Aaron Hickey.
Find me Aaron Hickey. Find me Ben Mee. Find me Rico Henry. And then I can make some logic of
I'm telling you, I'm putting out the missing posters right now.
Until then, I've got no answers for you.
Oh, he actually was on the bench.
Who?
Ben Mee.
Do you know how bad it is? I don't even know what is. Can someone tell us what Ben Mee's injury is?
What?
Because I feel like it never even got announced.
Because they don't know.
One thing about Brentford,
no one knows.
Brentford's injury crisis is so mad that you'll just randomly just not see a player for 3 months,
and then they're like, "Oh, making his return." We're like, "Return? When did you
even get injured?" So Brentford have obviously got a clear injury crisis, and that's why they get a bit, not because they're my boys, but because they do get a pass from me. Because
of course.
any team that has that many of their key players out is going to become a problem. And we know Brentford, it's just little Brentford, just a bus stop in Hounslow.
At least Brentford's got a couple centre backs, you know.
Yeah,
they actually do have some centre, even though like all the centre backs are out. They've been reeling out some
well, they've got no choice.
But you know, like when Liverpool, all our centre backs folded up and we had to play our CDMs, like
CDMs at centre back is nasty
I would
work.
never get over Henderson and Fabinho at the back.
That is the worst. That is what we call rock bottom.
Oh God,
rock bottom.
That's
that
so
is
bad.
pits of hell. But yeah, so that's why Brentford. If I need to see a fully fit back line, and then I can judge Brentford's defending.
What?
Until then, they get a pass from me.
Of course.
Right.
Next. City Fulham.
City Fulham 3-2.
Don't like Fulham. Give me false hope, thinking that you're going to
don't like full scum. We're Brentford fans.
We don't like.
Bees up, Fulham down every time.
Bees up, Fulham down.
Bees up, Fulham down. Bees up, bees up, bees up, bees up, bees up, Fulham down. Every time.
Do you know how bliss it was when
that actually happened in real life? The season Brentford got promoted and Fulham went down. Elated. They're lucky I didn't get it tattooed on me.
We was literally screeching bees up, Fulham down.
Screeching. They would have seen. They literally heard me over Putney Bridge. I'm telling you.
Don't worry. We're coming. Fulham Brentford at Craven Cottage this season.
It's coming. It's cooking.
There.
I will be there.
Ooh.
Be there or be square. That is going to be the best be there or be square ever. That is going to be live.
If you any Fulham fans out there, if you start seeing 2 girls, 1 goal pod stickers,
I'm going to stick our stickers all over Craven Cottage. Don't you worry about it.
Don't worry.
Right, Man City Fulham. What we saying?
I'm vexed, man. Fulham, give me like I said, give me false hope. I'm there thinking, City's gonna drop point. Because this game was at the same time as the Arsenal game. So I was like, Arsenal gonna drop points. City's gonna drop points. Thinking, bearing in mind Liverpool already played, cleaned up.
Liverpool already won. That's the only benefit about playing at the 12:30. You know, like you can actually enjoy the game week when your job's done.
Exactly.
That's the only if you win, that is. So that's why I was like, okay.
Once I could like come off the ceiling from the Palace
come
game.
off the ceiling. I was
like,
enjoy.
Everyone's nah.
Well, Kovacic bagging 2 though. Ooh, dirty work. Kovacic bagging 2 goals for Man City in the Premier League 2024 is
call the police.
Right.
Call the fire brigade.
Call them, and then Jeremy Doku just tops it off with the 3-2.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though, Pereira's had a good little start to the season. I must say, he can get a little honourable mention, you know, low key.
Not yet.
What I will say about Fulham though, what I will say about Fulham as a whole, as much as it fire on my tongue to say it. Fulham are looking decent this season.
But you know,
they're scoring goals.
Marco Silva cooking up in the back.
But you know what it is? Fulham have just been slowly progressing. It ain't been nothing mad.
I mean, they're still nothing more than a mid-table.
Yeah, but that's fine. But we're talking about Fulham, so we're not talking about a team that has mad investment.
Yeah.
Fulham ain't going to be drawing La Liga's finest.
Well,
and
Fulham
so
just need to duck their scandals.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Well, oh dear, caught what she just said.
Yes,
but my point is, Fulham are just steadily handling business.
Yeah.
Mid-table, you're not getting battered. Okay, you're
3-2 to see.
What I'm saying is, you can see that there's something building there. You bring in ESR, you bring in some people. You got Reece Nelson there. You got a little something. You got the youth. You got the youth. Got a little something. Go right, Fulham. I still hate you, but yeah, selling Bobs is crazy.
Love Bobs,
but I see it.
Ooh. West Ham, Ipswich.
Right, I'm not even going. I'm sorry.
Ipswich,
I'm not,
bro.
Ipswichers.
Ipswich.
You see how we're little turncoats, though, because the minute there's no Sammy Schmods, I don't give a toss.
I'm absolutely
fuck off.
See what happens when you drop Schmods?
However, though, not Delap scoring in
Lauren
0.
Delap scored again.
Do you know what's funny? On BBC Sport, goal time 0.
Literally, how can the goal time be 0
you score
minutes?
How could it be 0?
Make that, well, how much seconds was that? 48 seconds. Jesus.
I tell you what, though, Delap is the business.
Oh, he's
Despite
looking right.
All the
he's looking right at home in the Prem.
Delap is the business.
He's loving it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your father? Rory, look what your son's doing.
Look what your son's doing in Tractor Town.
Tractor.
But nah, that to get done up by West Ham, who have also been abysmal, is actually
to let Antonio's got in 1 minute. Have respect. I don't even remember what episode it was when he talked about when I was
Jesus,
dragging Antonio through the mud for being directly at fault for a goal.
It's got to stop. Jazzy BB's on the score again.
Wait, what? Is this timings right?
Yeah, it is right. Have you seen?
44, 45 and 45. Is that 45 before half-time and after half-time?
Mm-hmm.
I understand. Okay.
But this is what I mean when I say, okay, just a point on this, because this is one thing I always argue about. I say United do it all the time. You've conceded. Everyone knows you don't want to concede. You're 2-1. Because both teams scored early doors to make it 1-1. They pulled one back at 44, 2-1. Go in at 2-1, you got a bit, talk, come out for second half. Last thing you want to do is concede just before half time. It's now 3-1. Now you got a bit of a mountain to climb.
They went in at 2-1.
Did they?
They went in at 2-1.
Oh, I take it back there. So
that means they scored 2 goals in like 1 minute.
So that's even worse than what I was going to say. That's even worse then. Because what I'm saying is you've gone in at 2-1. Good position. Okay, you can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
I said it last week and I say it again. If you've come out of the tunnel and the ball's barely even left the centre circle and you've conceded again, what has the manager said to you at half time?
Has the manager not said anything, or have you not listening?
What do they say?
Or are you not listening?
I want the all or nothing. What are you saying?
Where's the Man U all or nothing? Please.
Oh, please. I would pay good money for
that.
they
can't let them in them doors, though.
Can't.
They cannot let that camera crew in them doors.
I would play big
between them and Chelsea.
I don't even want to see Chelsea's. I want to see United.
They can't, but they know. Sir Jim knows. He cannot let them in there. Also, speaking of Sir Jim, guys, anyone seen that Sir Alex Ferguson has been relieved of his duties as ambassador?
Oh dear.
Saying
sayonars. Budget cuts.
Budget cuts.
You need investment. Half the stadium's falling down about budget cuts. You need to make some money. Invest, sir.
Well, that's what. Apparently he was on like 2 million or something.
Who was on 2 million?
Salad.
Well, I never. 2 million to do what?
Ambassador.
I thought ambassador was charity work.
Not in fucking Old Trafford, it's not.
Oh, that's not ethical. 2 million. She's just seen something scandalous on the BBC Sport. Live pause. What's happened?
Chris Wood has scored.
Yes! Get in there, my boy Chris Wood.
No.
Cook up that fantasy football.
I've got Gehi.
Now. See? Clean sheet burst. Sorry, guys. That was a live interval. See, fantasy football will have me up. I hate Nottingham Forest, you know. Believe it or not.
I hate them.
So, then we went on to Sunday. Right. And this is where it gets technical. Right? Well, I never.
Flipping hell. Brighton and Hove Albion.
So first of all, look, from this game from the outset, I thought this game's going to be a cracker because this is going to be the battle of the high line.
When I saw this game, I said, "What?" The first thing I said was, "Why the hell is this game the 4:30 game?" And
she said that. I said, "Why not?"
Not the
We're
Villa
asking
game.
for banter. 2 teams that literally line up on the halfway line. That's asking for goals galore.
Chaos ball.
Ange
ball versus Herzl.
I've seen Brighton do some of the poorest playing out from the back. I've also seen some of the poorest goalkeeping from Vicario. Both backlines positioning are abysmal.
Romero.
And both have goal scorers.
Romero.
You're asking for that game has a 3-2-er, 2-2-er, 4-2-er all over it.
Yeah.
Tell me, I'm like, that has to be the game.
Yeah, when you said it like that, I was like, wait, okay,
of course.
I get it. Right. Brighton started as they've started the last like three or four games this season. Poor. Herzls, what's going on?
Herzler, you've got to sort this out, brother.
Don't make us start on you, Herzls, because you'll get the free smack.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, we keep saying this every time we big up somebody.
Maybe we're drinking them.
Maybe we are. Let me shut my mouth.
Maybe we need to shut up.
Let me shut.
Actually,
no, I'm gonna talk my shit, and I'm gonna talk my shit because we got to play them twice in the next few weeks. So it's okay. Herzy, keep going, baby. Keep going, baby. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
We love you.
But Brighton and Hove Albion,
they let those 2 absolute weasel boys on that Tottenham team score.
So as you know, we can't stand Madders.
Nope.
But we also now, after the carry on at Brentford,
cannot stand Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson.
I hope you got shivers when you heard that.
Right, Brennan.
I cannot
stand him at the minute.
Brennan on the pitch gets me so agitated.
Because he's just so jarring.
Him and Gibbs White, I don't know what's in that forest water.
It's that forest water. That's where it's coming from. It's that forest sewage in there.
Stinky stuff.
Don't like them. So I thought, not the two weasels now. Give it a break.
You got Brennan doing Madison's celebrations. Just
that really made me ill. Hersey, why are you letting them do that for?
Herzels, come on, man. Talk to them at half time. You can't let them do this to you in your own backyard. They've even come from dirty, polluted North London. They've come all the way to the nice coast, and you're letting them behave like this.
Have some
How greedy.
How greedy. How gluttonous. Disgusting. Had enough. Greed is a sin.
Is absolutely insane.
I don't like that. Then,
this is how you light a fire under your players' asses, because Minter came out and said, "Oh no."
Minter said, "You ain't come to show me up."
Nah.
I ain't taking smoke from these joke men, is what Minter said.
You must think I'm an idiot.
He said, "I'm not no idiot for these men." Right.
1-0, 48 minutes. Straight
out the trap after half time.
Herzels lit a fire under their ass. I know when they kicked off, they were shouting, "0-0, boys!"
Yes.
Anyone who plays Sunday League knows when you're all 3-0 down, 4-0 down, and the other team goes, no, it's always the other team when they score, and they go 0-0, guys. It's not flipping 0-0, is it?
But it's a mentality.
But that is what they were saying at Brighton. They say, 0-0, boys.
It's about the mentality, lads. We could pull this back. They probably also looked at the abysmal defending and looked at Vicario and thought, these are here
I'll have him up.
I'll have them up. These are here for the taking every time. So, Minter, Ruter, and Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about Danny Welbeck's film? Danny Welbeck is 33.
You don't care.
Right?
You don't care.
And that just shows it's never too late to revive up the career.
I'm looking at his stats right now.
Welbeck is my best scorer in fantasy right now in terms of consistency.
No, isn't it Wood?
I think Welbeck's bagged more. I said in terms of consistency.
Fair.
In terms of the amount of points he's getting consistently. I think Danny Welbeck's maybe done me 1 week with 2 points.
Well, yeah, right. Welbeck's points are 12, 9, 2, 2, 6, 2, 8, 9.
Now, on average, that's quality, really.
They have to play us in City back to back.
Oh dear, Brights. That's got nothing to do with me anyway. But my point is, Welbeck is, that is a real centre forward.
He said, listen,
that's a real number 9.
Don't forget about what I can do, guys. Just because I was in that stinky
and
club,
this is what shows when you get out of the cesspit of Man United, it will release your inhibitions.
Exactly.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for ya.
Only you can.
See, that's what Danny's giving. And I'm here for it.
The rest is still unwritten.
Oh, gee, all right, Beyonce. Just turn it in.
I'd like to thank Beyonce for letting us have this one.
This girl is so dumb. Let me tell you.
I'm so funny. I'm so sorry.
Right. Danny Welbeck, I'm here for it. But all right, so let's dissect the capitulation then. Aye. Oh, dear me. Not looking good, bro.
I can't even speak.
I can't speak.
Tottenham Hotspur. I'm calling you to the stand.
Come on.
Stand for your I need a gavel. Bang.
Name your crimes.
Electric chair. Boom.
Guilty. All counts.
No parole. Lock him up. Throw away the key. Because that defensive display that I saw out
really
there,
really poor.
I can't even.
You know what it is, yeah?
I need to take a moment to reflect.
No, I need to take a moment. Can we please have a moment of silence? The point is,
you should not be unfolding like that.
But you know what it is with Tottenham? It's the same culprits every week.
Romero, electric chair. Vicario, electric chair.
Sorry, do you know what? Yeah, I always talk about Vicario, but I'm not even trying to be wicked. Vicario is one of the. Do you know what is mad as well? Sometimes he'll pull the mad, like he'll have mad goalkeeping moments where he's like, "Ooh, quality."
But it's only
he's so consistently
the shot stopping is only good.
Shot stopping alone is not enough to save you at this point, my friend, because Distry is abysmal.
Oh my God.
The positioning is abysmal. Vicario. And then when you put these frauds in front of him, I do like Danny Van der Ven. Mickey Van der Ven.
I love Mickey Van der Ven. Love
the rest of them. Oh dear.
Who else is in that back line? Udogie.
Oh.
See, you see when you play a team like Brighton, yeah, even though they might be poor at the back, yeah, going forward, we talked about it before, that forward play is something devious. Mitoma, bruv, he might not have been on the score sheet, but he bagged an assist and he was absolutely dancing on them.
He did.
Who's the fullback down outside? Is that Udogie's side?
Probably.
Whoever the fullback is down outside, he was having a
horrid time. Not nice.
You don't want Mitomi running at you, bro.
No, when Mitomi's on his game, when he's on the thing is with Mitomi, he can be a bit inconsistent, but when he wants to turn up and when he's decided, I'm balling today, nightmare to defend against.
But do you know who was really on the wind up again? He's going on the Weasel list. I'm telling you now.
Who now? Veltman. I knew she was going to say Veltman. He is. So he's got to go there on the Weasel list.
I told him I was happy that he was weaseling them up. First of all, I can't stand them at top.
All right, when we say Weasel list, okay, let's be clear. Who's on the Weasel list?
As of right now, number one on the Weasel list, and that position will never change. Bernardo Silva.
Always Bernardo.
My Weasel list is...
Can't say Rodri because he's written off his knees.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, dear.
My Weasel list is Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, and Sergio Ramos in that order.
No, you've got to do Prem only. Prem only with Weasels.
Okay, sorry. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes in that order. Them two never change.
And then who's your three current Weasels?
Rodri. I don't care that he's written off his knee because that also will never change. Why am I forgetting names? Maddison, Johnson, Veltman.
She's going City. She got about 7. I said top 5.
That's 6.
I tell you who's Weasley and you're going to kick it. Right, so obviously top 2.
Okay, tell me the club.
Chelsea.
Ugh, Nick
Jack.
Nick
Number
Jack.
1 Weasel.
Nick Jack.
Dirty. Can't stand him.
I can't lie.
But Veltman
is a big wind-up merchant.
He's annoying. He's so annoying.
Arsenal fans are going to be screaming right now because they're going to be like, we told you. Veltman didn't do anything wrong there. He didn't do anything wrong.
On that occasion, Veltman is a law-abiding citizen.
He is innocent. He's innocent,
Your Honor. I plead the 5th. Right. So,
but Veltman was really
getting on my nerves.
Aggravating.
He was really getting me tight. I said, "Oh my God, Joel,
see when Liverpool play, but I need someone to do him up. I need Mo Salah to do up Veltman.
Listen, Noonie, I don't condone the violence usually, but go on, give him a little, give him it on the head back. Go on,
but you know, if you breathe on Veltman, he jumps to the floor and rolling.
You know them ones that force the incident, like you know them idiots that they try to put the head in the unfortunately, get up. He's going to do it, Ben Bertin.
What's wrong with you? Speaking of Ben Bertin, you see how when that happened with Shaq, he never got game time again?
No, that deserves... I know we're going off topic, but that is an honourable mention. I think it was week 2 and we spoke about Ben Bertin Diaz, how he did some terrible weasel behaviour.
Really bad.
And Cher held him up Dan Burn held him up in the tunnel.
Fabian
and he pulled a stinker. Since then, Ben Bertin have no game time.
Where's Ben Bertin? All I'm seeing is Cameron Archer.
And he's bagging though, Archer.
He is.
But let's pull it back.
Sorry.
Brighton, Tottenham, stinky. Pay for your crimes. Andrew was fuming though, you know. Andrew was seeing red.
Yeah, because you can't throw away a lead like that. You can't do it. It's embarrassing. So poor.
It's bad.
To a team that's not been that good.
Exactly. Who may actually have some of up there with abysmal defending Brighton.
Both of them. It was just like who could be worse.
The game, when you look at it on paper, was exactly how we played it out to be.
Yeah, it was literally the same team against each other. To me,
it was just who could bag more goals and who could defend
Brighton
worse.
And Tottenham are carbon copies.
They're literally carbon copies, 100%.
Like, they're the exact
excellent going forward, abysmal at the back, abysmal positioning.
Yeah, because you know what? There's some special type of defense.
Take a shot every time I say abysmal. Can you tell us my favourite adjective at the moment?
Yeah, she's got a favourite. There's some really bad defenders across both back lines. Sorry, Adam Webster.
Oh, God have mercy. Christ on a bike.
I mean, no shade because he actually had to come off at 9 minutes.
Oh, dear.
But he's a really bad defender.
He can't be responsible today because he was in the medical room before the clock could even hit 10 minutes.
But he's a really bad defender.
He is bad though. He is. He really is. But That's our quick roundup of week 7, because we had to do that quick fire because week 7 was giving boring schnoz. I want to keep you live and up to date.
Then we had dirty, stinking international break.
International, I've had enough. I hate international break.
I mean, England lost.
Lol. Big lollers.
Well done, Greece. Big ups. Rest in peace, George Baldock.
Can we? Rest in peace, George Baldock. That really shocked me.
Me and Jade was gagged.
I said her.
I said, wait, I know that.
Do you know why? He was one of my go-tos on fantasy football, you know.
He was.
Despite Sheffield United's bad records, if you look at he used to get me decent points. He was one of the people. Was cheaper. I don't think I subbed him the whole season,
and he was cheap.
Yeah.
Really cheap.
I didn't sub. It's really peace, sad. George. Rest in peace, George.
Hope the fam's doing well.
Oh dear.
It's very sad times.
Anyway, we sound like we're being sarcastic. Our voices are very sarcastic. We're actually not. It's really sad.
I'm being so sincere.
And you know what though? I feel like there's a lot that needs to be done. I mean, they haven't really spoken.
They haven't said what
about the ins and outs, but I hope it's not a mental health situation. Because what we will see is. I feel like we should do a segment on this separately one day as a bonus, but mental health in football really needs to be investigated.
Leah's mental health in football is not good.
It's not. But yours is more so. But when you're not playing football, your mental health, it does take an effect on your mental health.
Duh. When was it? I haven't played in 5 weeks.
That's why she's been set. But what I'm saying is, so imagine that on a professional level, there needs to be so much more done in football
to support them.
To support players that are the whole thing about players that get released.
Yeah, he was at a club.
No, I know, but I'm saying in terms of not even just always released, also drops in career because he's gone from playing in the Premier League
to playing
exactly. Now, if you say to most people, who's Panathinaikos? They say who?
Yeah.
So
I mean, we know because
you're away from family. I assume he's away from family.
Well, no, because he had Greek roots. But
in terms of your immediate family, it's tough. I feel like a lot more needs to be done in football. A lot needs to be done in men's mental health in general. But
if that is a contributing factor, because we don't know. We don't know. Just had a freak.
Could be. I'm hoping. I'm not hoping, but
you'd hope like to hear it was a freak
and not. A sinister situation.
Yeah,
but definitely more needs to be done in men's football for mental health. And it was mental health week during all of this as well, which made it a talking point.
Sad.
And it's sad, and more needs to be done. And I hope a lot more. I know Trent was doing some work around.
A lot of people talk out. A lot of them now, more of them now, talk out about their mental. Because when Trent was having that really abysmal season last season, he spoke about. He said it.
But also the work that Trent's done with helping support footballers that have been released, that basically life after football as a kid, when you kind of don't break past that academy level and burst pro, what does that do for your life, especially if you're a young boy or girl now these days that you've built your whole childhood around the idea of playing football, and that you feel like that's all you're good at. If that's then doesn't make it, what's the plan B? People that aren't playing a professional sport or wanting to play a professional sport, it's not the same as I just go on Indeed and apply for a new job tomorrow. It's not the same. So I feel like a lot more does need to be done, but that's something we'll touch on.
Yeah.
Now, my friends, we will be going on to this week. We are live and real. Guys, we finally
caught up, guys.
We are currently in real time. You will be listening to this on Thursday, because one thing about us,
we're gonna get the episode out
on time. We're
gonna get the episode out on a Thursday.
7:00, as you know. Be there or be square. So we are live reporting from.
Bring to you to the point where the Monday night football game is
actually currently playing.
Happening.
We're like, when we say live, we're recording live. So Saturday, what was it? Can I just say, this week of football was absolutely festive.
That's why we've had to put it into the double whammer.
I said, "Wow!"
When I saw the thing, we was like, "Ooh, this."
We said, "I've got a lot of talking points."
That's why we've had to put this episode in double whammy, because we were like, we can't let the people go without hearing
There's too much going
on the absolute madness that went on this week.
Chaos.
So much red card. Why has no one got no discipline?
Right, so can we actually count this week alone this weekend?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No,
it's 5, and they were all on Saturday.
Look, I'm looking all the way down to Scottish Premier League.
Are you looking at Scottish Premier League? Stupid. It was 5, and they were all on Saturday.
Early doors, Tottenham, West Ham.
Why did I not watch this game?
That was a good game.
I was here. Why did I not watch it? I was asleep.
Good game.
Great game.
Good game.
Great. West Ham got done up again.
What's new?
Lopetegui, you thought you could hide with that little 4-1 from before the international break.
Thought he was getting away. They said, "Oh no, we were just kidding.
You're not kidding.
You're just kidding.
No, you're not.
We can't really play football. We was just joking."
Oh my god!
Because
well, actually, no. Before they bamboozled everyone, they actually did go 1-0 up.
But it's like a Brentford, go 1-0 up and can't hold a lead to save their life.
That's true. Kulusevski's goal was very young. I love Kulusevski.
I love Kulusevski.
He's one of them. He's one of my top wingers right now.
I've said this a few seasons ago. I remember when one of the first games when Brentford came out, and I say it. I said Kulusevski is I've watched a lot of live football in my time. I've said Kulusevski is because anyone that watches live football knows watching live football and watching football on telly is different. And I said Kulusevski is one of the few players that I've genuinely been like amazed to see live. Like his ability, he doesn't get enough like you can't take it in enough on the TV. I feel like I was surprised at how good he was live-o.
Yeah.
Absolute menace to defend against. You see when you say
he's what I aspire to play like.
Yeah. He is the winger.
Yeah.
He's clinical with it too. So not only is he a nuisance, he bags goals.
All types of goals.
Bags goals.
Them dirty flicks around the back and all types.
He bags mad goals. He is the complete winger.
Yeah, he is a menace.
He is.
I don't want Kulusevski running down at me. Are you sick?
No, of course not. So Kulusevski get a shout out. He's cold. Serious footballer. Fire on his boots.
But we also witnessed West Ham embarrassing themselves. This is London derby, man.
Why am I seeing Basuma on the score sheets?
His goal is really good.
It was actually.
But it's also poor marking from West Ham because how can Basuma be unmarked on the edge of the box? Poor. From a cutback. How greedy.
You know it's a long day when you got your keeper bagging own goals.
Now, I don't believe in keepers scoring own goals. However, when I saw this one...
It actually is.
No. When I saw this one, I said, Todibo escaped an own goal on his name. Because that, to me, came off Todibo last. So Ariola's actually been done dirty. Because I don't believe in keepers scoring own goals. Because how is that possible? What's the keeper supposed to do? Just let it not bounce off them?
Exactly.
They'd be daft.
But... Right, there was quite incidents in
this. No, not yet, because it was 4-1 when the incident occurred.
That's what I mean, the incident was at the end.
Son's back. Hi.
Nice.
Hi, Son. We love Son in this
love Son is the most likeable, comes across as the most likeable
If anyone
character.
Doesn't like Son,
it's like Mo Salah. Like, you know those people that like
just not
don't get angry.
Exactly.
Like, you know them type of players, when you see them get mad on the pitch, you know someone's done them something bad. Because to even see them like even say a swear word, you're like, like they look like they don't even shout above a whisper.
Exactly. Son is so nice. We love Son.
I love Son real bad.
You don't want him running down.
So again though, Son's a bit inconsistent for me because I've seen too many games where Son's quiet, but when Son wants to ball,
do you know why I say no? Because Son will always get an assist.
He's always involved, but you know what it is? I think
he might not be like he's always either the assist or he's the assist to the assist. You know what I mean?
He's always involved in the gameplay, definitely. But you know what I mean is maybe I worded that wrong. Not necessarily him inconsistent, but he slowly does a job, and sometimes his name isn't in the lights all the time. He's underrated massively.
Your club captain being underrated is something sick, but you know Tottenham's a big
when you play for Tottenham, what would you expect? It's the same with Kulusevski.
They deserve trophies, man.
They're never going to get them. They better go for follow their mate Harry.
With what trophy?
Well, you're going to have a better chance there than you are at Tottenham.
How Harry Kane, don't make me start reeling a curse after you know, because there is no way in hell that you can spend your first season at Bayern Munich and that's the first season they ain't won a trophy in like 20 years or whatever. It's really scary stuff.
It's the North London curse. They're used to not winning much over there. No shade, no tea.
All shade, all tea.
Oh, piping hot. English breakfast, Twinings.
Yeah, I love
it. But, right.
Kudos.
Do you know what? Before we start with the convictions, the amount of red cards this game week for players just doing ridiculous things was crazy.
Please.
Right, was there something in the air that we wasn't aware of on Saturday? Because
they all
what was wrong with everybody?
Break and got a rush of blood to the skull.
Like, what is wrong with you? I've seen Kudus.
Right. When I watched this back, I actually was dying.
I was crying laughing at what I just witnessed.
However, Kudus has come in, laid a nasty one on Mickey
nasty
Van de Ven,
tackle number. That was part one of the incident.
Nasty tackle on Van de Ven. Now, not too much on Van de Ven, like we've already said. We
love some Mickey.
Not too much. So he's absolutely laid out Van de Ven.
Laid him out.
And then he did something to him though. Like he pushed him down.
So he's on the floor. So he's fouled him and he's give a kick in the back.
Yeah, he's kicked him. He's kicked
to the back while he's on the floor.
Like,
hey, kick me in the back.
Van de Ven's not no small.
None of that.
I don't want to fight Van de Ven.
Yeah, so Van de Ven's got up. So I'm not having that.
Give him a push. Kudus has got fouled.
He has
in Van de Ven's
full on
face.
Pushed him into the face. Not no little, the little tap on the face. No, he's gone full throttle, 2 hands, wham, in his face. Obviously, Van de Ven has gone flawling to the floor.
Van de Ven's a big evil.
In the midst, no, but Joe, what's hilarious? In the midst, Richarlison then gets caught in the crossfire unprovoked.
No, Richarlison came over trying to fight.
He did.
No,
he's a little weasel.
He came over trying to fight, and he got dropped. Either he dropped or someone dropped him.
No.
And then he dropped it. No, he bounced off the referee and then smacked into Van de Ven.
Van de Ven on the way. So while Van de Ven has actually just got smashed into his face, right, for no reason,
someone pushed Richarlison.
Richarlison has then gone down in the midst of that off his own player in the end. And you've now got Richarlison and Van de Ven both on the floor holding the face.
And then poor Pap
So obviously that's caused a ruckus.
Everyone's fighting.
Everyone's doing fisticuffs, and referee's got the whistle. Blow, blow, blow every minute to the point where the ref's done a Michael Oliver taking a step back
to the side.
Let me just observe, and I'm going to book everyone after.
Yeah, well, the ref did not do a good job at observing, did he? Because
he didn't see the clear slaps in the face. Idiot.
Because after all that, poor Papa Matasar came in to try to break it up, He
also
gets held 2 hands in the face, which arguably this one was worse.
It's actually worse. That's why Kudus is unhinged, because you got away with a filthy tackle. That alone was a booking.
Right.
You've then smacked Van de Ven. You've then gone for thirds. How greedy. Who does he think he is? This is not UFC.
Saul was like, Saul didn't go down.
He didn't go down. He
was like, they had to lift him up.
Slapped me in the face for.
And then Kudus has a lot of cheek, get to stand in the referee's face, take the yellow card and nod and try to walk off like it's cool.
You've just slapped 3 people. You've just literally happy slapped 3 people for no reason. Not to mention the absolute Brexit tackle you've just given. You think you're getting away with yellow in this day and age of VAR? VAR said,
VAR took about around 2 seconds.
Off you go to the screen.
They said,
off you go to the screen.
Red card.
Ref looked at that for 2 seconds. Red.
It's like, bye.
Kudus knew he was actually on violence, because when they don't even contest.
Yeah. How can you?
He walked slowly. He took his shirt off and went straight down the tunnel.
If I'm Lopetegui
didn't even look at him.
I can't even look at you because I will thump you down the way you just thumped down 2 Spurs players.
Just didn't even look at him.
I can't look at you because
when your manager is disgusted.
They're like,
do you know sometimes the backroom staff give you you've lost your... No, nobody even looked at him.
There was no reason. You're already 4-1
down. Get down the tunnel.
You're already 4-1 down.
And now, what does that mean? 3 match banner for you because it's violent conduct, and you're our best player.
Who said that? Who said that?
You don't think Kudus is the best player right now for West Ham?
No.
Who then?
Jazzy
Not
B.
Jazzy. Oh.
Don't sigh at Jazzy B. I won't have it.
Kudus is the pivotal in that West Ham team.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not, but he's not the best player in that team. It's Jazzy B.
We've already been saying Jazzy B's been holding them on his back. What's Jazzy B gonna have to do now?
Exactly. So say Jazzy B's a tough time. Poor Jazz. Don't worry, Jazz. We've got.
He's gonna have to put the Imperious curse on them and start controlling. Because what's he gonna do, Jazzy B?
Not the Imperious.
He's over to Imperious.
Big up to all the Harry Potter fans.
Yeah. Straight Imperio and do some mind control, because what's Jazzy B gonna do here now? Kudus was the only person really trying to help him out. Crescencio can't get no game time. Playing Crescent. Full Krug is still on the medical table.
Where the hell is
what Jazzy B's thinking? Right, what you got to give me to work with? Antonio. Bye.
Antonio and Paqueta.
Yeah. Jazzy B's thinking,
jail
pack this in.
Like, what are you saying?
Jazzy B's saying, you know what? just call it a day.
Semi-home.
Semi-home to Danny. I've had enough.
This is too much.
But festive.
Fulham Villa. Right, when I saw him in there scoring 5 minutes, I said, excuse me. I'm actually very greedy because I have Ezri Konsa in my fantasy team. So where's the clean sheet? Finito.
Have you looked at... So we like to have an honourable mention here on the pod, as you know. We like to do shout-outs. I saw some interesting stats on someone who's steadily been handling business. Raul Jimenez.
Is it?
His stats are decent.
His stats or his fantasy points?
No, I'm stats.
Oh, fair enough.
To the point where he might be a little contender in the old fantasy. Have a look on the fantasy. Go on.
I'm pulling it up now.
Been impressed with Raul Jimenez.
Journalism going on right now.
Straight to the facts. Go on.
Raul.
Ooh. Exactly.
This is good, you know.
He has been...
First 3 weeks, it was 1.
Took him a few weeks to warm up.
9, 6, 9, 5, 7.
That's what you call...
And their next 3 games are Everton, Brentford and Palace.
Right, so here we go. Raul Jimenez has been steadily causing an issue.
Ew, Fulham's got to play Arsenal and Liverpool back-to-back.
Lollers.
Ew.
Right, so Jimenez opened up the scoring. Early doors, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought, okay.
I was like, right. No, I was vexed. You thought, okay, I was pissed. I was like,
yeah, you was for the sake of fantasy.
Yeah, man. Then...
Didn't last long.
Transfers. My transfers.
This little wizard...
Don't call me a wizard.
...has put in...
Morgan
Rogers in the fantasy.
I gave Morgan Rogers an honourable mention last week.
She did. And she knew what she was saying.
I was like, well, I like Morgan Rogers, you know.
She saw something, and whatever she saw, she was seeing like, in 2020 vision. Because
I have 2020 vision, guys.
Clearly.
I can show you the...
Oh, here we go. Please. A whole new world.
Yeah, and a whole new world. Listen, Morgan Rogers is what they thought Gibbs White was going to be.
Talk to him.
You see how no one argued?
I didn't have no criticism because she ain't tell no lies. She ain't tell no lies. It's true.
I say drop Morgan. Lee Carsley.
Lee?
Well, not Lee Carsley anymore, is it? Thomas. And then Ollie, babe. Ollie. I've got him too.
Ollie.
Got him too in my fantasy. I said, oh, well done, Oggs.
Well done, babe.
I'm like, it's Ollie, like, what do you expect? Then Anderson gets sent off.
That was
I haven't seen that.
Look at it now.
Right. Live reaction, guys.
We're going to pause. I'm just going to look at it. Run it back, Turbo.
You can get the biggest Chanel
in store if you want it. Right. She's just watched the Anderson sending off.
Also saw the Pereira missed penalty.
So 2 things. So should we do the penalty first? Because I think that is maybe the worst penalty I've seen in a long time.
I'm really pissed.
Don't bother step up on the spot.
If that's the penalty you're going to take. Because I'll be
really you joking?
Upset. I'll be really upset. First of all, Matty Cash.
How many times? It's so funny because we were literally just had dinner and we was talking with my mum and my brother about why Villa have been a bit questionable defensively, because last season Villa weren't leaking mad goals like that. They were quite consistent defensively.
Start to get exposed.
Although they've been, but they're starting to have some questionable defending.
Because what Matty Cash was unforgivable fullbacks, which is what we were talking about.
We were talking about unforgivable fullbacks. Of course, Dallo got free smoke first, but Matty Cash also is part of the club because,
as our mum said, Matty Cash gives it a handball about every 2 weeks.
Matty Cash
your arms by
thinks
your side,
he's playing basketball.
You're in the wrong sport, bruv. You think this is the NBA. You think
and you know what? We do love Matty Cash. We do. We are Matty Cash fans. But Matty,
the Ben White of Aston Villa.
Matty, come on. Put your hands down. Stop giving away the penalty.
Ridiculous.
But saved his bacon because Pereira, in terms of bad positioning, that
nothing irks me more than a stupid flipping run up.
Don't do no rubbish run up now.
He came with the most. Wait, I've got to read.
He come with the most Salah. Look, she's doing library in action.
He came with the most.
With the bending run. With the bendy.
He came with
and the shuffle of the foot. Listen, you see when a man's doing too much tomfoolery,
because now you've confused yourself with the
you don't even know where you want to position. You're doing too much theatrics.
The body was well open up to the bottom right corner.
You're showing the keeper way too much.
No power.
That's the thing. Even if you're going to show the keeper where you're good, because he wasn't giving him the eyes. No. Because some people give the eyes. Some people try to give the eyes.
Yeah, but he can't.
You don't give no eyes.
Look at that run up.
So therefore, why are you showing the keeper so much of where you're going?
How
and then if you are going to do do that. You need to be putting an absolute rocket into that net.
Lacing that.
You ain't doing that like you're doing a little rondo.
How dare you?
And then the man's what? There's no conviction in the pass, in the strike.
25.
What are you doing? Get off.
Get out.
Bloody idiot. You get on my nerves. What are you doing?
And Emi Martinez is such a white has a cheek to kiss the badge.
And of course, Emi Martinez, being the absolute shithouse that he is loving every minute of that.
Oh, get out my way. And of course, Matty Cash was the first one to jump on his.
Do you know when the penalty is so bad, it shouldn't even go down as a keeper save? It should actually just go down as a miss.
It did go down as a miss.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's actually that bad. The keeper, I can't even say the keeper done anything outrageous because the penalty, you've rolled it into his gloves.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it actually should be considered a back pass. It's actually that bad.
It's so bad.
Ridiculous. Get off, Pereira, you bloody.
You put ESR on the pen.
Put ESR on the pen. Put Raul Jimenez on the pen. Put Muniz. Somebody.
Put someone, anyone.
That's what Pereira. I mean. You've got decent strikers of the ball.
Anyone but Pereira.
And he was probably giving it large. Oh, let me take it. Get off.
On the penalty taker. Shut up.
Fucking ass.
That bleach is seep into your brain.
Seep into his brain cells. Get off. Right.
And then, so now I've seen the red card.
You're missing one more red card because Philogene also get himself a second yellow just to top it off.
But Anderson's red card was so dumb because why are you going to go? You're clearly, and I'm saying this, I'm emphasizing this now and we'll pick it up later. You are clearly the last man.
Clearly, clear as day.
Evidently the last man. It was very much towards the edge of his spot. Because I just feel really heated about this next topic.
You can't dispute it.
Why would you push... And you haven't even tried to go for the ball. Why would you push the man in his back?
That's what I hate.
And it's Ollie, of course he's going down.
You know when it's last man, sometimes as a defender, you've got... in that situation, if you feel like the players, you're the last man, it's you, the keeper, and the attacker, right? Mm-hmm. All you can do in that position is try and put the player off to stop him from either getting close to goal. We want to put him up, either try and make him drag wide so someone else can get, either your keeper can get in a better position
or your
keeper's either going to come out to the ball or someone's going to have to cover the space and block off the shot or cross or whatever's about to happen. All you've got to do is put him off. What you don't do is foul him. And definitely not a push in the back. You're better off even trying to make a play for the ball. And
at least go for a sliding tackle.
You might get a little something.
The ref might give you leniency.
Give the ref and the VAR something to consider.
Exactly. This, you don't even have to
push on the back. It means go to VAR.
Stupid ass.
See that up in Rose Ed.
Dumbass. Stupid.
Get off, Anderson. Stupider.
5 minutes later. Get out my face.
Stupider. That is very silly.
Can't be trusted. Look, we was giving you praise.
Yep, see? Can't be trusted. I knew there were sewer rats over there. It's terrible.
Disgusting over the Putney Bridge.
Oh, right.
Then Philogene got sent off like another big idiot.
Another big idiot. Get off.
Get out.
Right.
Manchester United.
Oh, well, could you believe it? Man U's won a game.
And it against our Reds as well.
Oh, Brentford pissed me off today.
How greedy.
Brentford would get me aggravated.
How can you let go on? You was 1-0 up as well. Well, I don't know. Well,
but again, as we've touched on earlier, Brentford being unable to hold the lead.
It's a big problem, man.
It's a big issue. We've got to sort this out. However,
let's talk about the thing that defined the entire game and defined stupid.
Because I'm annoyed now. Because again, let's do a bingo card. Right at this point for the pod, we're going to set up a bingo card, and you lot are going to do it.
Yeah.
The next one, we're going to say what the criteria of the bingo card is at the end of the episode. But one to add to the bingo card is how many times I'm going to have to say Ten Hag. What do you say? That's another bingo card. What are you saying? I've like I said to them, what are you saying?
Literally, it's ridiculous.
Why are you coming in the media and trying to?
How dare you? Sorry, I'm going to cut your. I was so enraged about this. I was mad about it even during the game. How dare you, Eric Ten Hag, take the stand? Bingo card. How many times am I going to say take the stand? Because as criminal convictions. How can Ten Hag turn and look the reporter dead in his eye and say,
that's what's caused the problem.
The head injury is what's caused
the problem.
Because we didn't explain it before we did, and if we did, I'll fix it, innit? Basically, Matthijs de Ligt gets absolutely rocketed in his skull, by someone's knee.
Written off,
wrote off the boy's head. Conor McGregor in his head.
Literally, full Conor McGregor.
Split the head open, right? Brains bleeding on the floor.
Absolute gashings on the head. Oh dear.
Just come off, right? Had to get glued up, whatever. Lindelof has come off the bench now.
I said Lindy stripped off his clothes.
Fairs.
Because he can't continue. His head is absolutely gashed open.
Erik ten Hag sends Lindelof back to the bench.
Why is Lindelof... Right. Lindelof's always funny. That's another... He needs it. Sometimes we say Lindy, but it has to... It's not Lindelof. It's Lindelof. Come on.
Yeah. I actually don't hate Lindelof.
I don't mind
sometimes
Lindy.
He does some criminal stuff.
I don't mind. He's the one I can tolerate a little bit.
Across that whole back line.
Yeah, I can tolerate him a little bit.
But yeah, so Lindelof's been sent back to the bench. I'm thinking, why on earth would you send him back to the bench? Because then...
How is De Ligt not concussed?
How's De Ligt not concussion style as a precaution? That's poor from the
medical team. I said from the beginning, I think it was poor from the medical team. I didn't understand why Ten Hag was ranting and raving at the ref and the officials. Go and have a talk to your medical staff, because they've done a poor job there.
But you should take him off anyway.
As a precaution, number one.
It shouldn't be the manager's choice or the player's choice if they want to.
It's medical staff have the fight. It's safety.
Don't piss about.
Second bit now. So not only that, they've tried to re-glue his head 3 times. He come off.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
3 times they've re-glued his head.
For time wasting.
Second time he's got to come off because clearly the gash is not closing.
Right, the blood's pouring down the boy's scalp.
In the midst of all of this happening, him having to come off and whatever, Brentford have got a corner. Now, the reason I'm annoyed isn't even nothing to do with that. My reason I'm annoyed is because a big part of the Ethan Pinnock, can I just say, excellent finish by Ethan Pinnock, right?
Stunning.
It's the usual culprits again, not marking properly from the set piece.
Dalot,
every pissing time doesn't defend properly. How many times are we going to see Dalot not defend properly in the set piece?
Set piece, open play.
Who's responsible for the... Again, Dalot. So my thing is, Ten Hag, you're saying, what was De Ligt going to do? We watch Dalot do this every week when De Ligt's on the pitch.
Exactly.
So what type of excuse is this?
What made you concede? No,
take some accountability for the fact that your back line cannot defend a set piece if their life was on the line.
Exactly. Their life is never on the line.
And that's one thing that annoys me. Managers, don't come on the TV
and lie
and say excuses, because this is the problem with Man U. There's no account. This is why Ten Hag... I've been fair to Ten Hag, I think, this season.
Out, bruv.
I'm Ten Hag out now.
When we talked about it before, you was Ten Hag in.
But the reason why I was Ten Hag in is because I could see that he was not the root of the problem. However,
you're part of the problem.
Don't come on the TV and say rubbish. Take some accountability for the fact that your team defensively from set pieces are absolutely diabolical. Don't come and tell me it's because they couldn't glue De Ligt's head back into. What are you talking about?
What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
He's like, God,
get him off the TV. Get him off.
Get him off. Get some media training.
Absolutely ridiculous. That 2 million that you're up leaving now because you're getting rid of Sir Ali. Put it into getting him some media trainers. Stop talking shit on the TV every week. Get him off. Enough.
And then Brentford just fumbled the flipping bag.
However, what I will say, because we're not biased, even though Man U, disgusting, vile, disgusting club.
Horrible.
What I will say is that is the best football I've seen from them as of recently in terms of the performances from Højlund, Garnacho and Beans.
Well, Højlund's been broke finished for 6 weeks. Yeah.
Decent.
But Højlund leg broke for 6 weeks, you've been out. Garnacho's been doing Garnacho stuff.
And Beans decided to turn up.
Some
of the passes that Beans was putting in, though,
this is why Man U...
That's the real Beans.
This is why
not this fraudulent Beans I've been seeing.
If I was a Man U... Yeah, because... when Beans is playing like this is Heinz Beans.
Yeah.
And when he's not, this is
Branston.
Branston. Fuck Branston.
This is Tesco finest.
Tesco everyday
Sainsbury's basic.
Sainsbury's basic beans. That's what he's doing. Oh yeah.
Co-op beans, mate. Londis beans, even corner shop beans. Bad.
Not good.
No.
We want
Heinz.
Market.
We need Heinz beans. Yeah.
Yeah. This was Heinz beans. But the thing is, this is why if I was a Man U fan, God forbid, I'd rip my hair out because how dare you?
Where's this beans been?
How dare you be inconsistent like that?
Where's this beans been?
Fraud.
But as we always say, credit where credit's due. From an attacking point of view, those threes link-up play was decent.
It's nothing. I expect nothing less.
Was decent.
I expect nothing less.
Well, I expect less. I have no expectations when it comes to Man U. Every time I see Man U step on the pitch, all I want to know is, are you going to get beat 3-4 or 5-0 today?
First.
So, the fact that you've managed to keep some composure, all right,
shocking.
fair play. Still shit asses.
Excuse me, of course they are.
Right.
Skip the Newcastle game.
Not interested.
Welbeck scored again, though, bruv. Like,
again.
Dig on.
Daily deposit.
This guy.
Right. Southampton clearly did not have enough smoke for one episode. They wanted to come back for more.
They want 2-for-1 special, buy one, get one free.
Yeah. They want tap the club card price is what they want.
Take the stand once again, Southampton.
So this is why it's so funny because you know me, I was going to say a calculator, an accumulator of a Saturday afternoon.
She loves the Aka stacker.
Right, love an Aka stacker. So I had on my Aka, I did a bet builder within the Aka. I was getting technical.
See, I don't understand all this stuff, guys. I'm underage. Don't gamble.
I did me a nice little 8 folder, big returns.
What was the return?
A nice pretty penny, I'll tell you that. So I had on the bet builder within the Aka, I had Leicester to win, over 2 goals, Vardy to score anytime, and I think a Southampton player shot on target. Might have been Archer.
Yeah.
I shot on target, yeah?
Clean.
That was it. I get zzz, and I like to have my Bet365 notifications on, so I like to see because Bet365 usually works quicker.
Bet365 notifications is better obnoxious, It's big crowd sounds.
Yeah. Wow!
Excuse me.
Needs to know everything that's going on.
God.
So I nearly fell to my knees in despair when I saw Southampton 2-0.
Oh.
I said, I beg you.
Already? What did you do?
I said, hold your horses.
It's 28 minutes on the clock.
I said 28 minutes and my whole Aka's folded because very rarely who's pulling back a 2-0.
I mean, it's not the first time.
It's not the first time, but I thought, sometimes you just get one of those on where it folds up, where it's like, Southampton have just gone lucky today.
It's like, they've actually scored. They've actually. You don't expect too much.
And to be fair, not only was it a 2-0, they looked comfortable at 2-0.
They looked like they could have scored more.
It could have been 3 by half time, actually.
It definitely was not free. Well, it was free, but not for them. Yeah, it was 3 goals, but it wasn't free for Southampton. It was free for Leicester.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It wasn't even that they were 2-0 up, because we've seen people fumble 2-0 back at Tottenham. However...
Everton twice.
However, I thought, because Southampton actually looked like they were playing, I thought, I just got to take the L on this one.
Yeah, it's fine.
Was I fooled?
You were deceived.
I was deceived. They are a deceiver.
Yeah, deceiver.
You are a deceiver.
God forgive them.
Oh dear, Southampton. Russell Martin, come on.
When's he getting the chop?
He's got to be the first manager to go.
I would say it's between him or Gary O'Neill, but I don't think we'll be them.
I think Gary O'Neill gets a bit of leeway, number one, because we've seen what Gary O'Neill can do, and Wolves have had a terrible
VAR experience.
And also they have had a tough run of fixtures.
Run's a bit dirty.
They've had a rough time, so you get a bit of leeway. They also do score goals. Russell Martin
and
Lopetegui will go before Gary. But Russell Martin, man, come on, you've got...
It's dirty what he's doing at that club.
Essentially, we've seen a big fat capitulation.
Terrible capitulation.
Really, really poor.
Bad. Buonanotte, Vardy, Ayew. 98th minute winner.
It's not even that it's a 98th minute. It's the way the goal was conceded. Is so poor defensively.
I have to call the police.
Have to call the police. I mean... it's beyond my comprehension skills.
Also,
to be quite honest,
Fraser, you big flipping twit.
It's really beyond my comprehension skills, because I can't comprehend defending that abysmal.
Ryan Fraser, you big flipping idiot, pull down Jamie Vardy in the box.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Why would you do that?
Where's your composure as a defender?
No composure.
Really embarrassing.
Still flip like Motorola.
Oh, Jesus, this girl.
Sorry.
Honestly.
Who knows what Dave's talking us from?
Don't get her started on David now. The little fangirl. It's just really, really...
It's really bad. I really am.
Lock them up. Throw away the key. Got nothing more to say about it.
Throw them in Azkaban.
Absolutely.
Next. Ipswich.
Switchers.
Ipswich, man.
Uh-oh.
what Ipswich, it's bad enough when you lose. You can't lose to Everton.
The Ever coming with some revival of the last few weeks, though.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Don't like them.
Don't like them either, but...
Is Calvert-Lewin injured? Oh, flip. No,
probably. Is water wet?
Yeah, we're safe.
What?
We're safe. We've got time for him to be out for the Merseyside derby, which is in December.
Yeah, because we know how we feel about that, because he's bagging.
Fraud.
But not much to say on that, to be honest.
I'm just vexed that Ipswich lost, man.
Right. Now we go to the big talking points.
Ooh.
2 games that we want to finish on.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want to finish on
Bournemouth,
Arsenal, and obviously Liverpool, Chelsea.
Because we don't give a shit about City Wolves. Sorry. No. Apart from Guardiola's goal. Big ups Guardiola's goal.
Audacious.
Yum.
Hang it up in the Louvre.
Thank you. Right. Like, Bournemouth, Arsenal. I looked at that game. When I saw this, I thought, right, Arsenal's winning. Good night.
I didn't think so.
I did.
Reason being, Bournemouth gave them a good game last time they played. I just remember they snuck a 3-2.
Oh, yeah. I just thought that Bournemouth was going to get overwhelmed. I didn't think it was going to be an easy dub.
No Saka. No Odie.
What? I didn't know there was no Saka at the time.
No Odie.
Womp.
I didn't necessarily think Arsenal was going to get beat, but I also didn't think Bournemouth were going to get slapped over.
I just thought it was going to be like a Southampton, 1-0, give us a bit of hope. Arsenal put 3 behind you, good night, go to bed.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So
I knew from maybe minute 5, Arsenal were going to get their ass smacked.
I'd like to confess, I'm really sorry, Bournemouth. I was sleeping.
Me, I was wide awake.
Between the Saliba red card and the Kluivert penalty, I was sleeping, bro.
So let's start with honourable mentions. Let's start with the positive. Let's start with the winners first.
Well done, Bournemouth. Look at you picking up some points.
My honourable mention, player-wise, goes to Semenyo.
Oh, he's
absolutely danced on Arsenal.
Wow.
Really gave them a torrid afternoon.
When I was awake.
Jinky McJinkerton.
For real.
He was causing a ruckus.
Sterling. Oh, he done up 2 of them on the edge of their own box.
Filth.
I think it was Sterling and Kizzy. Oh,
horrid. Semenyo said, I'm feeling it today.
He's been feeling it all season.
He laced his boots with extra XP because, oh my God.
He was feeling it all season though. He's been wanting the smoke.
His aura was on 1,000. I said, Semenyo, they was
all he needed
from
was
minute 1.
He should
from minute 1, number 1, it looked like Arsenal were not at the race. I don't know if it was the international break or whatever.
Maybe they're not used to playing under, in front of such a small amount of people.
They do what they do. They play at the Emirates every week.
Okay, but the Emirates is not the Vitality, which literally has.
I was just trying to throw shade.
Of course he was, but the Vitality literally holds 12,000 people. No,
it's true. Tight pitches are hard. Tight pitches are hard to go to.
Share.
Yeah, they are. But Arsenal didn't look up for the races at all. From minute 1, looked laggy. No creativity, no threat, nothing. You just see from the first 10 minutes, Arsenal are going to have a problem here.
For real?
Unless something drastically major turnover happens.
Well, something drastically major turnover did happen.
So, I'm going to start, right? She's looking at me because I am fuming, right? I've got to sit up because I'm so angry, right? Because you know what? I give it to Arsenal the last time. Arsenal fans, because they get me aggravated when it was a Declan Rice situation
and the Trossard
situation. Here we are with another. Right, first of all, hear what I just said: the Declan Rice red card, Trossard red card, and
we're talking about the Saliba red card.
I'm gonna start by saying, Arsenal fans, don't come to me and tell me no fuckery about no agenda.
Agenda your mum. Because what agenda?
Agenda.
How dare you?
Are you having me on?
Spell agenda,
right?
Because it's actually
number 1, right? Because that's all I've heard this week. Agenda. All because they showed the visual of Howard Webb doing some chit chat in the earpiece.
You didn't even. Howard Webb was tweeting the PGMOL have decided blah blah blah. Howard Webb was not saying nothing to the VAR. You don't have. He's not doing that. So just don't start.
I'm getting really, really, really aggravated.
She's angry.
I'm angry.
She's fuming. Oh, she's hanging.
She's hanging. I'm fuming because I've had enough of Arsenal playing this stupid agenda scapegoat. We've heard it over and over and over again. You've been given 3 red cards as of recently. As far as I'm concerned, 3 separate incidents that are down to poor discipline from individual players. Right? Stop all this agenda bullshit.
It's not an agenda.
It's not an agenda.
As an Arsenal fan, how can you look a Liverpool fan in the eye and tell me about agenda?
It's not even about Liverpool. Forget Liverpool, because I've seen Liverpool have clear goals ruled out. No, I'm not talking over VAR. I'm talking clear goals that could have gone in. Clear goals that I've watched go in the back of the net, and you tell me no. I've seen the PGM give my club public apology in writing to confirm they've got things wrong.
On multiple occasions.
Aside from that, do your research. There is no team in the Premier League that has been more hard done by poor VAR and refereeing decisions
than Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Gary O'Neill is actually lost for words at this moment.
Gary O'Neill, they're calling him to in front of the FA because of what he said about the officials and the referees and the VAR.
Because he's not wrong.
He's not
wrong. We see poor decisions being made. Right?
Season-changing decisions.
The
only thing that's changed Arsenal season is their own
so that's my point. Why are Arsenal going on and they're the only ones that have been hard done by to the point where it's an agenda? Just say you've had 3 players on 3 separate occasions make poor decisions in the moment.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Take some accountability.
Exactly.
And this is what gets me so mad. Because I'm tired of it.
The thing is, Arsenal fans are ridiculous, because not only do you think you can claim agenda, you can look your own manager and your own club captain in the face in their press conference while they're telling you, we know it was an individual error, and you still have the cheek to say agenda.
Right?
Don't be sick.
The next bit now. So first of all, let's say what our opinions. I first of all said straight away, that's a red.
As soon as I saw it,
Leah
I said it's not a red.
So we're not even saying one, but we've both had different opinions.
Very different.
Yeah?
I would say I still don't think it's a red, but after they broke it down and said why, I said,
so first of all, say why you didn't think it was a red.
The main reason why I didn't think it was a red is because of how far they was from the goal. This challenge happened just about on the edge of the centre. So I'm talking like the edge closest to the halfway line, not like the curve of the centre circle. It took place literally on the halfway line, to the point where you had to even question if it was whose half it was in. And it's like, I'm not saying it should have. To me, it was a yellow. To me, I was like, right, Saliba's made a stupid challenge, right? Free kick on the halfway line. Let's play ball. Then I'm seeing, red card. Red card?
Bear in mind, let's say the ref give a yellow first.
Yeah. Right, red card for last man. VAR for last man. Are you sick? How can it be last man? That is not, to me, it was not a clear goal scoring opportunity for it to then constitute it being last man. So I just don't think, that's why I didn't think it was a red card. Like, I didn't see it as a clear goal scoring because he's so far away from the goal. It's like, bro, what are you saying to me right now? There's no way. It should have been a foul, which would have, done up Arsenal anyway, because now your centre back's on a card at half an hour. You don't want that. But I did not think it was a red. The only reason that I've accepted that it was a red is because they talked about the T's and C's when it comes to last man.
My take on it now, straight away, I said red for a number of reasons. First of all, before we even go into that, before we played the stupid blame games of, let's acknowledge, and this is why I say poor decision making and lack of composure from individual players.
Leandro.
Because thank you. Because this is what I mean as Arsenal fans when I say you've got to take responsibility. It can't always be everybody else's fault. Had Trossard not paid the most ridiculous, misplaced, for no reason,
literally shinned it,
pass, none of this even happens. That's number one. So this is what I mean when I'm saying individual players making poor decisions that have a massive impact on the game. Bear in mind, this is not the first time we've seen this from Trossi, is it?
No.
Right? That's number one. But onto the incident itself. 3 reasons. First of all, why I said this, number one. What you can usually tell, right, if a player's guilty is instantly when something like this happens, what is the reaction of the players?
Yeah. Do they run over to the ref and
straight away? Gabrielle runs over to the ref.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty. That just screams. Look at Gabrielle's reaction. Look at Saliba's face. Look at Rice's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Please go and look back at the footage and you tell me 3 players guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
You know Gabrielle had to go over instantly because you know straight away he's pleading.
Yeah, he's
because
like,
you know this is before the refs even pulled out the card. So straight away you know what's happened.
Because when we talked about this, I said Saliba did look guilty. But I just thought,
he knows.
But I just thought he was looking at the fact that, like, yeah, I know it was a card. I knew it was a yellow.
The reason he also looks guilty,
I don't think he looks guilty because he's thinking, "Oh shit, last man."
I feel like a couple of things. First of all, Saliba is not in the correct position. But I don't think it's Saliba's fault.
Of course not. It's
because Saliba is not expecting that wayward ball to be played for him under pressure. So he's actually not necessarily out of position. No defensive player is going to expect that ball to be played there. So I can't even say he's in the wrong position. What I do think's happened is that in the moment of what's happened, he's panicked and he's pulled the foul.
Yeah.
A second reason why I think it has to be a red, why I say that it was a goal scoring opportunity and why he's forced the ref to make a decision, you've not attempted to play the ball.
Not at all.
Had he stuck a foot out, even if they ended up drawing it as a foul, had he stuck a foot out or maybe leaned him a bit in the back.
It's the same as the Anderson one.
Yeah. You know what you've done. So you've made a poor decision in the moment. It happens, but it's happened.
Mm-hmm.
The next bit, what I was even more bewildered, really blew my socks off.
Go on.
The Arsenal lot are trying to say Ben White.
Oh, Benjamin. This is when.
Hold on. So they're trying to tell me.
I can't lie. I was with them. I was like, hang on, Ben White's just down the line.
Because Laura said, but Ben, right.
I didn't know I didn't clock how far he was.
Two things, right? To the point where, again, if you think I'm making up stories, watch the analysis, because after the game, Jamie Redknapp and Theo Walcott were on the commentary, and they literally drew the lines that clearly measured the yardage, yeah? Because somebody say, unless Ben White was about to turn into prime Mickey van der Ven and burn 100 and whatever, more than 100, that's about 300 meters flat.
He was not. To
the edge of his own. You're not getting there, brother.
But that's the thing. I saw Ben White there. There was 2 things about Ben White being there that basically, there's 2 things about Ben White's positioning that made the case for the red card, which I didn't realize till I saw the analysis. One, the actual distance, because I didn't realize he was that far.
It's impossible.
I was like, oh yeah, Ben White's there. He actually was not there.
It would be impossible for him to get there.
And 2, Ben White was not watching the gameplay.
That's the next bit. Ben White, to be fair, Ben White isn't doing anything wrong because what none of
the back line there was doing anything
wrong. The reason
wrong.
why I say Ben White is not wrong, Ben White is obviously not expecting Saliba to pull the foul. I think Ben White is expecting Saliba's going to either pull off a tackle and the ball goes out or whatever
he's not even
happens,
expecting that ball to
it's
go
going to be
there.
a one-on-one.
Yeah.
What Ben White is looking at is the winger over his left. So you see Ben White literally turn his head to look and to go and track the run. So Ben White's probably thinking the least I can do is try and block off the run. Yeah. Because what can happen is if he gets through it, he may not go one-on-one with the keeper. He may pull it back.
Yeah.
He may because Raya's not no idiot keeper.
No.
If Raya comes out, he may choose to pull it back across the goal or go for the shot on his own. So Ben White is thinking, let me shut off the run because I can't get there. But what I can do is block off the winger.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Obviously, Ben White's not expecting Saliba to pull the foul. So that's another reason why Ben White is not thinking I've got to run the length of the pitch to try and do some off the line clearance. Ben White is not. He's not.
It's not in his nature.
He's not doing that. But I said that's not a criticism to Ben White.
It's just fact.
He's not.
It's just a fact of the matter.
Third reason why, look at Raya. The minute the ball is played, Raya's off his line. Raya is immediately backpedaling. If you see your keeper backpedaling, you know he's expecting it to be one-on-one with a strike. He's either going to commit.
Yeah.
Now it's too far for him to commit. He can't come flying out there.
No,
handball. Or you're going to have to pull off the mad tackle.
Yeah.
Because Saliba's beaten.
It's not happening.
So you're either going to try... So he's backpedaling because he's about to stand him up in his goal and say, okay, take a shot at me. Because Raya's a good keeper. One-on-one, Raya's got a good chance of saving it.
Exactly.
So the minute he sees that ball getting played over, you see Raya backpedaling.
Yes, perhaps.
Which would indicate even Reyes thinking this is going to be a one-on-one situation here. So how anyone can look at that and tell me that is not a clear goal-scoring opportunity from all three of those players' decision-making is berserk to me.
Yes.
Are you smoking crack? What are you talking about?
They might be, They actually might be for true.
And that's why I'm so annoyed, because I can't see one thing I can't stand in football. Let's not make ridiculous agendas and excuses.
Don't be delusional, bro.
One thing about me as a Liverpool fan and any football fan, sometimes you've got to just hold your hands up and be like, that was poor from my player.
Exactly.
It's not the end of the world.
If it means you have to turn off the game at 45 minutes, do it.
And just be mad about it. Because the reason why they're mad, obviously, is because you're now going to miss the Liverpool game. You're already without Odegaard, and we obviously don't know what's happening.
Get my tiny violin out.
That's us playing our tiny violin. Now, as a Liverpool fan, I couldn't ask for anything better.
The spine is out. I don't want nothing more nor less.
We don't know what's going to happen with Saka, whether he's going to be fit in a week. You've got Champions League midweek.
Yeah.
And then you've got, obviously, Odegaard, question marks, unlikely to be fit, and now you're going to be without Saliba. Problem.
Even if you have Odegaard, Saliba's still out, and that's a big blow.
So of course it's a big blow, and there's no denying that. But that's why I'm so angry, because I can't. Don't come to me with no ridiculous bullshit talk about agendas. Hold yourself up. You want to with the big boys.
Yeah,
so play big boy football, and that's what I've said a few weeks back. I'm not denying Arsenal are a quality team right now, and they will do well, of course. But as I've said before,
they don't have the facilities.
Lack of maturity sometimes in those situations with those young players, and poor decision making in the moment, unfortunately, will have big effects on your game. And we've seen it happen with Arsenal. This is your third red card in major games that have cost you points.
You're 8 games in.
That have cost you points.
And you're
8 games in, 3 reds.
What?
And 3 reds for poor decision making.
This is
you know what I'm so that's not a coincidence. That's
and
not
it's not
an
like
agenda.
it's no wish-wash player. Like, these are your big boys.
Your star boys.
Come on now.
That's not no agenda. That's just poor decision making.
Exactly.
So just own it.
And the fact that Arteta and Rice have both held their hands up and said,
and I respect them for doing so.
Yeah, because you have to.
You have to, because otherwise you're going to become a Man United. Otherwise, but you see what Man United do. Man United just come with a bag of excuses every week. They never want to deal with the real problem. Never want accountability. Just a bag of excuses. And a manager comes in and champions it, or talk shit on top of it. Don't be like that. And that's why Arsenal fans, please, you need to give your head an immediate wobble.
Right. And also,
get me, oh my, I was so mad yesterday.
And it took long to bring
on Saturday. I had so many arguments this weekend with the Arsenal fan. I'm sick of them.
They took long to bring on Kivior as well.
Long. Okay. And then this is another thing now, because I didn't even get to talk about the second goal. Because Kivior, you were directly responsible for that as well. Peno. Again, poor decision making from individuals.
There's no need. They gave Bournemouth way too much respect, man.
That's the thing with Arsenal. But this is the thing with Arsenal. You've played poor from minute 1. Yet you're going to say the whole drama is because Saliba's been sent off. Okay, so
what happened in half an hour before that when he didn't score?
Right. What happened was so what is Kivior? Is that an agenda now?
Yeah, because Kivior can't defend.
Did Howard Webb somehow tie Kivior's laces together, and now all of a sudden he can't? Is that an agenda too? Like, get out of here.
You drop points, suck it up and do it.
Suck it up, and you be prepared to drop more next week, because I want Liverpool to demolish.
God,
I want a complete annihilation job.
Please, I'm begging.
I want to see Arsenal tears floating in the River Mersey. Let me tell you.
Please, I beg.
Because I'm sick of them.
Because if we do up Arsenal in the first game of this absolutely disgusting,
sick of them
running,
because Liverpool's got an awful running. But yeah, that was my take. But I feel, but sorry though, Chris. The thing is, we've got into that. I haven't even spoken about the actual first goal. Christy, what a goal!
Oh,
Christy, what a goal!
I was sleeping
again though. Poor defending.
I missed it.
Poor defending.
The Kluivert Peno was good, because they were trying to do a lot, trying to put him on.
They was trying to do the most, but as I said, had to mention the Saliba incident. But the goal from Bournemouth is very well worked from the set piece. That is a beautiful set piece.
Fair enough.
You know, that was when they got to zoom straight into the set piece, because he said, this is my bread and butter. This is my bread and butter. But again, poor defending. Christie is absolutely left unmarked on the edge of the box, asking for him to hit a belter.
Arsenal,
but agendas though, isn't it?
Yeah,
get out of here. Anyway, on to the big boys.
We're nearly done.
So
this has been a marathon, bro.
This has been an episode and a half.
We've been here for time.
Right. Drinks break.
Oh, God, she's got
wet me whistle.
She's got to hydrate.
Right.
What happens when you talk a lot, guys?
That's what happens when Arsenal get me aggravated.
Yeah. But now we can talk about something good. You know, this is the thing. I hate when we're the last game because then I just spend the whole weekend mad.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for my team to perform.
I came into this game saying we have, so considering the fact that we've seen a very shaky City this weekend
and Arsenal's
dropped points, Liverpool had to deliver.
Yeah. So we played Chelsea. Now
everyone's been chatting absolute shite about Liverpool, saying, oh, well, you're only top of the league because you haven't really faced no proper opposition.
Shut up your mouth.
Well, Chelsea are in good form, so let's see what they've got to say now.
I was feeling a bit weak in my knees because, you know, Cole Palmer's been doing Cole Palmer stuff.
Oh, I was frightened. I was frightened.
Like, not Cole Palmer.
No one wants to play Cole Palmer.
Bro, they're going to play Cole Palmer on the wing. Trent's going to have a touch.
That's what I was thinking. Why have I rocked up and I've seen some sort of false 9 going on?
I've called it false 10.
Maresca.
Enzo, take the stand.
What? I don't know what tactical book you was reading.
I don't know who played with the magnets on your tactical
book. I don't know who was whispering in his ear and messing with the clipboard.
I'm really scared.
But Cole in this sort of false 9/false 10. I don't even know what you call it. False something.
It was false. That's what
it was. False. That's exactly what it was. It was giving Gravenberch pocket you, Jones give you a rough time, and Virgil's just chilling. I did not see a sniff. I saw 2 attempts on goal from Cole Palmer. One skied way over, and one was from the dead ball.
Cole,
that's the quietest I've seen Cole Palmer in a while.
What? All right. And that's not even because we silenced him. You silenced him yourself.
It's that Anfield effect. Because you ain't coming to Anfield and doing all that malarkey that they let you do over at the Amex.
And 4.
Forget it.
4 before half time. You must be sick.
What do you think this is? No. Save that. Cole Palmer was given lukewarm.
Yeah.
Room temperature Palmer is what turned up. Not cold, nothing.
It was not cold.
Still love you, Cole. Don't get it twisted, my Caribbean king. However, you weren't doing that. So just take the Ellas, my friend.
Not on the honours, you're not.
No chance.
Chelsea, obviously, you know, dug their own grave.
As always.
Gave a dirty, stinking penalty away.
Can we just talk about the reaction? That you see when you know something's going to be a meme.
Colwill and
Tosin's reaction to the penalty be given is hilarious.
Literally put the exact same face. But I'm confused as to why they was confused because how were you
do you know why it was so stupid? Jones actually missed the ball.
Yeah, he did.
He actually wasn't unable to even attempt on goal. He's fumbled the miss kick and you've still fouled him and kicked his ankles after the ball's gone. Why have you touched him? He's not going to threaten the goal whatsoever, my friend.
You're so silly. And both of you there and your keeper's there. You're so silly.
How silly of you. What are you asking for a penalty?
It's really immature behaviour and to act confused as well.
And then you have the audacity to act bewildered.
Said, why are you confused?
I'm confused. Why you're confused?
Right, exactly.
What?
Anywho, Mo Salah said they were just trying to do a lot with Mo Salah's pen. Like
all sorts of tomfoolery was
Sanchez
going on.
Trying to come.
Why was here we go? Why was shit ass Nick Jack?
Why was
trying
Nick
to get
in the penalty box?
encroach?
Nick Jack got booked. I said, you big idiot.
Why are you encroaching?
But you've encroached before they've even put
the ball down.
You think you can phase Mo Salah?
Nah.
Have a day off.
Mo Salah said, this is my bread and butter, mate.
Literally.
Bagged. Straight slingshots right in.
They said, listen, just cool down, simmer, right in front of the Chelsea.
He said, Tracy ain't really a newcomer though.
Ew, did you just quote Sense?
Right, that's what he said. Because the way they was acting, you'd think Mo Salah was some small boy that was going to be aggravated by all the antics that they were trying to do.
But you're just
Mo Salah said, what?
All he's just doing is holding bookings.
Like, Mo Salah was just looking at them like, these joke men, is this meant to put me off? Like, I'm confused. I'm Mo Salah. I take penalties for fun. Don't be ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah, so our Kurt was absolutely dancing on them.
Can I just say, I tweeted mid the game, because I was seeing some wild slander. All I saw, okay, let me just...
From a fake...
There's that, what? So the shot, the missed shot, that then led to the second penalty that didn't end up being given. A lot of people were saying we're giving him slander because he should have taken the shot, which I agree with. He should have taken the shot first time. He tried to take too much touches. It's all got fumbly. it then seems like Sanchez has fouled him in the midst of that.
He actually got the ball.
He actually got the ball. Fine. I have no argument. That wasn't a penalty. I agree.
I don't really
Fine.
care. I knew he was going to score again anyway.
But how people can take that one incident, and don't get me wrong, Curtis can be better in goal sometimes, but the job that the role he played,
that Kurt made for
the blocks,
Palmer's...
the tracking back, the trickery in the middle of the pitch, the shots on target, he just made himself an absolute nuisance.
Playing that much football for us, like he hasn't been starting many games.
He was given half in terms of, I may not play all the time, but when I do play, I want to make an impact.
But he's always been like that, though.
But that's what you need. Like that's all you can ask for.
And I respect it.
So I think Curtis Jones, well-deserved man of the match. Absolutely excellent performance. Done it for his baby, little Gigi. Oh, Curtis became a dad.
She's our niece.
Love our Kurt, our niece.
Yeah.
Big up Curtis and Safi.
Big up Curtis.
But
yeah, the fact
I was confused by the slander. They need to put some respect.
Don't turn on my players, please.
Who I did think had a stinky game. Sabaz.
I hate to say
That's what I'm saying. The people are so backwards. Sabaz had a stinky game.
He really
I wasn't impressed at all. His miss I thought was worse than Curtis's.
But at least he got the shot off.
That's why I say some fans, even some of my own fans, are deluded.
They're fake. Them types of
like, what are you talking? Are we watching the same game here?
Please sort out these performances.
Sabaz has had a few stinkers now, and it's starting to get me aggravated.
I'm getting scared.
But again, too many wasted shots for him, as far as I'm concerned. Right. He was getting fouled up a storm, though. Yeah, they really, Caicedo and Lavia were really ripping the shit out of him.
It's like, excuse me, can you guys not? Like, we know you wanted to wear our shirt and you can't. But like,
you fraud bags.
Get out of my face.
I'm Team Lavia anyway. Caicedo's a shit ass.
Gravenberch.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying in terms of them two, Caicedo never convinced me. It was always Lavia, and I think this game proved Lavia so much better on the ball.
Yeah.
But Grav, I think overall it was an excellent Liverpool performance.
Yeah.
In the terms of, we didn't actually play amazing.
No, it's never a stupid goal we conceded.
Yeah, that goal wound me up.
Guys, why are we letting Nick Jack score?
Oh, not number one shit ass himself. It makes me sick.
Scoreston?
Absolutely nasty.
Not having it.
But can I just say a few honourable mentions within the game? I absolutely love Darwin Núñez.
Oh, we are Darwin Núñez.
I absolutely love Darwin Núñez. He came on the pitch.
Season, I would not hate
I don't care. It doesn't apply when it comes to Darwin. But Darwin came on and absolutely put in a shift.
Gave Badiashile hell. I know Badiashile seeing that man bun in his...
Absolutely gave him hell.
Feral.
Ends up picking up a booking, but ridiculous booking at that.
It was worth it though.
But it was worth it.
So
and also a big honourable... Two more mentions actually, who I was impressed with. Take a bow, Trent. That is the best defensive...
You absolutely disgusting Chelsea fans. Yeah,
Talk to him.
You think you're so slick, yeah?
Because they thought they were sneaky bringing back Reece James.
Frauding captain Reece James.
Yeah, they thought they were slick.
The one that you tried to say have chat for my right back.
If you've watched that game and you still think that there is a discussion between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Reece James, you need to seriously get yourself checked into a mental facility, because everything is not okay upstairs.
Just because Reece James does a 1-2 step over, yeah, you think you can chat? Listen. Go ask Sanch how Trent played. Go ask Sanch how Trent played. And why Sanch had to get dragged out half time because he was doing niche for Petty Nets. Get out of my face.
Oh, Petty Net.
Get out my face.
Anyone know who Petty Nets is? Pedro Neto. Petty Nets is such a little cutie, I must say. I love Petty Nets, so I love him off real bad. Anyway.
I mean, he's a shit house that plays for Chelsea. So.
Yeah, it's such a shame.
What are you guys now? You gotta play for Chelsea and embarrass yourself.
But the thing is, Trent that's one of the best defensive performances I've seen from Trent in a while, in terms of defensive performance.
He was doing defensive duties and attacking.
No, he was disciplined. That's what you call discipline. He wasn't he wasn't dragging forward too much. And also, I was very impressed with Joey G when he came on.
Joey G always puts in a shift, though, my boy.
Love Joey G.
I don't have no qualms about any single player on my pitch except for Sabaz, but he's going to sort that out real quick. Aren't you Sabaz? Who else did I think had a good Sabaz? Kurt, Joey G. Because Kurt bagged as well. Excellent.
One thing I will say was sad. Diogo has come off injured.
Absolutely crushed it. They actually killed him.
He was coughing up blood.
Who fell on him? Who was it? Tossin.
Big fat Tossin.
Tossin's a big boy, and Jota's only little.
He's only a little string bean.
Actually dropped on his entire rib.
And he was holding the rib, like there was some blood coming from somewhere.
I was like,
He carried on for about 10 minutes, had to come off.
Poor thing.
So, you know, rest up the Oaks. Go play some FIFA and just come back when you're ready.
There's some really
rest up. We got some big fixtures coming. We can't have you injured.
He's going to be off anyway because baby.
Yeah, he is. All the kiddies are just rolling up and they're going to be forming their own 11 soon.
We wrapped up this week with the game that is today. Forest Palace. Dead. Chris Wood scored 1-0.
Thank you for the fantasy points.
Why is Forest still winning games? Relegate them now.
So the roundup of this week.
Forest at 8, you know.
Well, yeah, they're bagging some. Aren't they still unbeaten?
No.
Oh, who beat them?
No, Fulham beat them.
Oh, Fulham. So they've only one defeat. Not bad.
Don't like that.
So round up this week. Liverpool top of the league.
We are top the league.
So we are top of the league. Slot ball is cooking.
Slot ball is dance.
And I'm here for it. On a slop, I love you. Like cook food. Honestly,
so
I do. I love him. He is like just everything I wanted and more. And I'm here for it. On to Arsenal next week.
On to Champions League. Got Leipzig.
And Liverpool's got Leipzig away. Ooh.
It's Madrid Dortmund this week.
Madrid
Dortmund tomorrow.
Ooh. Okay.
It's also Barca Bayern.
Right, all right. Wrap up this week. So next, she's giving you the preview. So next week, you already know to stay tuned for Champions League talks.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll be coming off the big blockbuster, which will be Liverpool Arsenal.
Yeah.
So until then,
be there
or be square. Peace up.
A-Town.